So, I just want to clarify, oh, thank you, that I will be, I will be recording the comments. I'll be recording the comments. And I did unblock Ding Ding. Gonna give it a few minutes. No, Kimmy, this is different. There will be an event tomorrow night. But just in case I get served with papers, I wanted to go ahead and put some stuff out. Because I have a feeling that things are going to get petty. The FedEx person's going crazy. But like I said, I did unblock Ding because I want him to hear this. I'll still be having my live tomorrow night, but I wanted to get some of this out before I got served with papers or anything crazy like that, because this person did try to send me a cease and desist, which, hey Dora, which I wasn't gonna do any of that stuff. They listed anyways, but I still don't know. It's on my page. It's 6:30 my time, but I don't know time zones for other people, so I just made an event. Thank you, ladies. This is, well, it's kind of filter. It just makes my skin a little bit smooth. But I figured I'd do this now, and then, because like I was saying, I don't quite know what all was said about me, like what I was doing, things that were happening. So I'm hoping that I'll get more people like coming to me and asking me questions about certain things, so I can answer those, because I just don't know. Hey, I just don't know all what people want to know and hear. And then once again, I'm not going to be sharing anything like personal that this person shared to me, because that's not my business and that's not anybody else's business. So I guess the first order of business is letting you all know who I'm talking about. Well, I think a lot of you know who I'm talking about. But I will refer to this person as MM. So I won't cause any trouble or havoc. Turn this off. If you don't know, I'm sorry. They tried to give me... Okay, if you don't know who I'm talking about, I have a post on my page with the cease and desist, of the name on my page. So I'll say that. You have food, stop. So if nobody knows, it's on my page with the name at the top of it. Y'all can write it. Y'all can write it. I'm not saying it. I can't control the chat. Yep. Yep. Somebody who I thought was my friend. We got close really, really fast. It kind of all started like way back when um, SP was still like, we were all still like talking and good and all that stuff. Oh. Sorry, that was probably not very flattering. But I had to bring that package inside. Yeah, I had to bring the package inside. But this person, we got really close really fast. We shared a lot of personal details. And then it just kind of flipped. I've shared some screenshots with some people already about this because, to my knowledge, she was claiming just some wild stuff. Like, I can show you screenshots. It's kind of hard to start like at a certain place because there's just been so much that has happened, and a lot of this was, God, that was heavy. It's a mattress top, the 6-inch thick mattress topper. That was heavy as heck. Because a lot of this was spoke about on the phone, and I don't have solid proof of it. And even if I did have solid proof of it, it would be illegal to share that. So, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place with that because I can't show a lot of this because it was on the phone. But I guess one of the things she said to me and somebody else, and I did get verification from that other person, that she claimed, she told me that Kentucky Witch wasn't actually Kentucky Witch. She was faking her illness. She was doing it for attention. And the person that was really sick was her best friend that she talked about all the time, which is a doctor. I have personally seen, and a lot of us have personally seen, Kentucky Witch's brain scans and her real name, and we have heard about and kind of talked through and kind of been through some of this stuff with her. So we know that she was actually going through this stuff. So that sucked. And Griff, it wasn't just me. It was a lot of people who got burned. Look, I don't care if people... Yeah, Robin. Yeah. Yeah, she still is going through this stuff. And like I was saying, I don't care if people don't like me. You guys don't have to like me. Talk bad about me. I don't care. Just as long as you're not lying like she was, and I'm finding all of this stuff out after the fact. She was pitting people against me, saying I was saying all these things when in reality, and I'll show the proof, I will. She brought up, like, do you think something's up with Ding Ding and Ethel, claiming that she thought they might have been super inebriated, and Ding Ding was talking over her, so we couldn't hear her. I took up for them both times, and I sent those screenshots to Miss Ethel so she could see them. And then I also want to clarify that this didn't just come about all of a sudden. I also have proof that I have been suspicious of this person since January, since I found out that she had shared outside of our chat about the gift card that we got for Ding Ding in December. And right after we got the gift card for him, January 30th, I believe which day it was, that's when she had asked, do you think something's weird with Ding Ding? So it was almost immediately after. Like almost immediately after all of this stuff happened. And the Discords have seen several of these screenshots as well. I had to go through and redact some. And the whole Kentucky Witch thing, I thought she was just rambling to me. And so I just kind of like let it, whatever, just like roll off my shoulder because it wasn't, I was like, are you sure? I've seen her stuff. And a lot of this is going to be hearsay because it was on the phone. But actually, I'm going to go ahead and show that text message that I reached out to somebody. And I could have asked them about a lot of other stuff. But all I really cared about was the Kentucky Witch thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and and show it. So I haven't gone live in a long time. Give me a second. Oh, so this is me without a filter. I haven't been on long, but I'm streaming myself. So. Oh. This is just proof that I posted this in the chat in the Discord. Someone in there is leaking stuff. I can't talk about it yet because I can't share it. This was February. Just for that. This is just proof that someone in there is leaking. Just. And this person is no longer on TikTok. I can probably show the whole messages and redact some things out of it to show who it was from. But I mean, I messaged Sugar Bear off the app. I have his phone number and I messaged him. I just messaged and asked. He said, as far as Kentucky Witch goes, only thing that was ever mentioned was the fact that she might have been faking her illness. But I mean, I messaged and faking her illness. That she might have been faking her. That screenshot is terrible. Hold on. Possibly can. Oh no, I'm spinning. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I was spinning over on YouTube. But this just goes to show that she asked me these questions, and this was after the on YouTube. The Oh my goodness. Okay. So this just proves that I had been talking about this with somebody trusted since January. I've asked permission if I could share this. They said yes. Said the only person gone is Mercy because I had nuked the chat and banned her. But this shows that I'd been watching her since January when she had told Suga about the gift. So this is just more proof that I've been watching her since January, because that's one of the things that I'm worried about is people are going to be like, oh, well, she's only saying this because of recent events. No, I've been watching her since January. And once again, I'm not sure of what exactly was said, what people want to know, what other people have heard. I just want to clear my name. Like there's something going around saying that I knew somebody's house was going to get posted. Well, I can't provide proof of that because myself and a few other people have checked and we have seen nothing in those other discords to that nature. So I can't prove that because there's nothing to show. So it's difficult for me to show that when there's nothing to show. I mean, I can tell you that I had no clue this person's house was going to be posted. I genuinely didn't, but that's about all I can say. Frenchie, yes. Yes, it is currently private. And I'm trying to watch YouTube and here to make sure everything is good. So once again, if anyone has questions about certain things, I will be happy to share them with you. I will be happy to share them with you. I have shared screenshots privately with people who needed to know these things. Once again, I have been, hi homie, I have been watching her since January. No, Rudolph, I am not saying the name. Yes, Mama Hook. Apparently a lot behind the scenes. A lot behind the scenes that I had no clue about. So I'm just trying to show that I have been watching her since January because I found out she had told an outside source about what we did in December. And then come to find out she was leaking a lot of other things as well. So, and then I do, yes, Diva, it'll be on YouTube. And I did unblock Ding Ding for this live and then for my next live tomorrow evening, just so everyone knows, because I want him to see these things, because I know that she was talking to them about a lot of things as well. And if you don't want to ask a question in my live, or if you heard something that you want clarification on, please message me so I can clarify that, because I don't care how bad it makes me look. I will show the unredacted screenshots of my conversations. I have no problem with that. And this was February 26th. She called me evil and messy. And she said she hated the homies. Hate's a very strong word. I agree, Diva. And I have no clue. I have zero clue of why this happened. I have zero clue, because we were so close. When I tell you we talked every day for hours, like we did at one point. We talked so often that, like we did at one point. We talked so often that we got close really fast. Yeah, I haven't been on long, but I will have all of this on my YouTube with comments. Close really fast. And then it just stopped. So that's where I got these. And just also so we're aware, she dropped all of her. Okay. And this is another screenshot of her trying to tell me that DJ Socks was Tamari's page, which is SP. This is another lie. And she also claimed that Big Jim, the funny little troll that runs around, is also affiliated with that account that has to do with SP. Let me clarify this right now. DJ Socks account that has to do with And this was Tuesday, December 31st at 9:33 a.m. But she swore up and down. Go look at the comments, the geography, and then Big Jim is affiliated with that account and links up with the random comments and following. This is all time-stamped, dated, just a bunch of random things that she would tell me that I would just whatever. It's a lot. Like, I'm telling you, this is a lot. Whatever it was that she could not tell, like, just make up stuff about, I guess she did. I don't know. So yes, once again, this is just me showing the pattern of things that were said that were not true, to show a pattern, to show what's been going on. And then let me find the text message. She also claimed that the couple living beside Doug, where he's at right now, are informants. And then she claimed that the person who went out there the other day, which it's Mustard, she's claimed it was her. She's admitted it was her. She claimed Mustard was an informant for, or a CI, or yeah, a CI, confidential informant. And I also do have that message as well. Just off the wall things that were not true. And once I trusted her at one point, so some of this stuff I was like, okay, like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, Mustard is not a CI. Oh gosh, what else did she say? Oh, she's the one who told me that night Doug got on the moped and drove around or whatever. She's the one that told me that he got arrested and went to the hospital, left the hospital without permission. She is the one who gave me all of that information. I was swamped, so I literally screenshotted her stuff or copy and pasted it and put it in the Discord chat at the time. I also have that text message. That information was not directly coming from me, it was coming from her, and I just shared the information. And I have proof of that. I just oh my god, these I don't know why these stupid at the very bottom fixing YouTube. Some of the people he thinks are close to him are him, but I think if I mentioned it to him, he would believe me. So this is just another screenshot saying that before all of this came out, I had let people know what I was thinking, but I didn't want to believe it because she was my friend. I thought she was my friend. I thought she was all of our friends. So that's why I didn't say anything. So that's why I didn't say anything. I had let people know. I thought she was my friend. I thought she'll let them know that I think this is happening. And then this is, so once again, February 23rd. I was talking about this whole thing. I said, I don't want to accuse someone though without any proof. My gut is screaming at me though, because I know things that others don't about some of the things behind the scenes. This once again shows that I knew about everything going on and I didn't say anything publicly because I needed that proof. And I just, like I said, most of the stuff was said on telephone calls. So it was difficult for me to prove some of this stuff. So I'm just trying to create some kind of timeline and maybe put this out there. So if other people have heard other things, they can come to me and ask me about them, and I can show again that those things were being lied about. She also told me that absolutely Kentucky Witch. As soon as I heard that, I said, no, I've seen her scans. And she told me your friend's name before I even knew it. And I also proved that inside of a private chat with some other people. I had no idea. I do know your legal name, and I've seen your scans, and you are who you say you are. And it might not mean much coming from me without showing proof, but I'm not gonna dox, your name or whatever. But Kentucky Witch is who she says she is. She also told me that Scotty and Troy were buying and selling accounts, something to do with crypto coin and Bitcoin. It was like an underground thing that they did to make their money, and that's how they made their money. I had never heard anything like that before. Also, she is the one, and once again, I don't have this in writing because it was a phone call. She is the one who said that Ding was getting rugs in his P.O. box, and she insinuated that Roll Tide is the one who was sending them. I do not think that is true at all. Not one bit do I think that's true. So I just wanted to also put that out there. I do not have proof of that. Let me say that again. I do not have black and white proof of that. I don't. But for those of you who know Roll Tide, you know. I don't have proof of that. I'm sorry. A lot of the stuff was said online or on the phone. So, I got a text message. Hold on. Oh. So, she had told Sugar all this stuff. And I really think if people personally, if you have his phone number, because he's no longer on TikTok, if you personally reached out to him and asked him about it, he might tell you. I didn't want to push my luck and ask about all the things that were said. I just really wanted to know about the Kentucky Witch thing. That's all I really cared about. Then why say Caddy? Because I'm defending her. He absolutely said it. But I have no proof of it because California is a two-party state. So I cannot record phone calls legally without having the permission of both parties on the phone call. So even if I had proof, I cannot legally show you. And I'm not playing around with illegal stuff. Not doing it. Absolutely not. So that's why I mention it. I know for a fact 100% that it happened. But I can't show you. You don't have to believe me. You don't. I'm just trying to clear the air on some things that were said. You don't have to believe me. Just be careful of what you believe from other people, including myself, and what you talk to people about and what you tell people, because it could all be really twisted around. I will say one thing. I told her and one other person something to see if it would get out. Okay? Well, this thing that I told both of these people, I told the first person last year during the summer, I think. This other thing that I told this one person to see if I could trust her was recent, in the past, like probably 6 months or so. I don't recall when. But I told this person. Well, this information got to somebody else. And then that person asked me about it. Now, this person also told Scotty, troll account, that I was simping on crabs. So the information that I told only 2 people, plus the information, the little tidbit about crabs, put together, I know who told him. I know who told him. And it was her. On a troll account. Which is really hurtful. I was just wanting to see if I could trust her. And obviously I couldn't. So I'm glad that I didn't tell her a lot of stuff. I still have quite a bit that I can show, but I have a live scheduled for tomorrow evening. Big Jim, she's still around. She's still around. She's definitely still around. And you should probably just be careful what you say in chats. If she's in there, just be careful. And if anybody has proof of anything that she has said, well, she might want to put that out, whatever. But once again, I will say this again. If anybody, there's just so much that I want to cover, but I'm going to wait a lot of it until Friday. I just wanted to put some of this stuff out there in case I get papers. I was just talking to, what to say. Yeah, exactly. So she was talking to Sugar Bear about all this stuff going on with Ding Ding and Scotty and homies and all of that stuff. And she was pushing all of this onto him. She wanted the homies to cover Ding Ding. Let me say that again. She wanted the homies to cover Ding Ding. She talked to Sugar Bear nonstop for I don't know how long. I don't know how long. But he wrote down notes, okay? And he was letting, yes, Big Jim, I swear on everything. I will put my hand on a Bible and swear in. I would go to court and testify about this stuff. But she talked to him for a while on the phone, through text message, etc., 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 okay? And then, whenever she had told him about all this stuff with Ding Ding, and I believe the conversation went like this. hey, do you have any receipts? Because he was telling Miss Homie these things about everything. And they were talking about receipts and things of that nature. And then from my understanding, this is when the conversation pretty much fizzled. So, okay, and the homie said the reason why I covered him was because of the comment pin on his live stream. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you guys, I did not like that comment that was pinned. I really didn't. You guys can say who it is in the comment section, but I will not be saying her name out loud. But I'll be honest with you guys, I truly believe that this person, this is my opinion. Okay, I'm recording over. Okay, this is my opinion. I truly think this person was trying to pit everybody against each other, because it went from her going after Ding Ding with no proof, like didn't provide proof, no receipts, to me, Homie, and Scotty, because I'm covering up things. And once again, I'll say this out loud. I do not know where SP is. If I did, I would let the authorities know. I would not tell TikTok. I would not. Thank you, Lulu. I'm not saying her name. I'm not saying her name. So, I don't know, Tiger Lily, allegedly. She's always running. She's always running. Man, TikTok drains my battery. Yeah, I would, if I knew, I wouldn't put it on TikTok. Mama Hook, allegedly, her and SP, this is what she's told other people. Her and SP were childhood friends. Allegedly. I don't know. Do you want to come say hi? Come here. Okay. She wants attention, then she gets mad. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, she's so spicy. She's spicy. Well, travel boots and adventure, that's what I'm trying to do. I truly, genuinely believe that, oh my God, she's getting into the food. I truly believe that she was just trying to cause chaos in between the communities. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I wish that she would just be honest about what she did and just come clean about it. That would solve so many problems if she would just come clean about it, because you could always ask for forgiveness. Because I'll be honest with you, I mean, if she posts our messages, I don't care. I talk crap about some people, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'll apologize. That was last year, like before I knew some people. So I'll apologize. Like, I don't know what to say. Sometimes I get mad and frustrated, and the conversations between me and a person that I think I could trust to just express my feelings and get it done and over with, you know, things happen. All that she told Sugar about Ding, and she was pushing it out, didn't get covered because there was no black and white. Exactly. Yes, Miss Homie. We talked about this over and over and over again. So many times. Like, when I tell you Sugar had to write down all the stuff she was telling him, so that she could call me and fill me in on everything. Like, he wasn't doing it to be malicious, and I will stand by that. I do not think Sugar was telling her all of this stuff to be malicious. He was overwhelmed. He didn't know what to think. And then, well, Mercy May wanted Homie to cover Dane, but there was never any receipts. It's just all talk. She'll convince you of everything. Genuinely, she will. And I mean, I'll post some of the screenshots as well, because I know some of it's kind of irrelevant. It just shows that the things she said wasn't true, no matter how big or small. And I stand by what I said in my video. Oh no, for real, Salty Coast, I have learned, and I am a trusting person. I trust people until they give me a reason not to trust them. And it just, it fucking sucks when you think you found that person and you get close to them and develop this relationship to know that it was all a facade. Because I genuinely think in my heart and my gut that she has been talking to SP this whole time. That is my opinion only. My opinion only. But my gut is almost never wrong. Almost never. And it just sucks. It just really sucks. My opinion. Opinion only. Oh, yeah. So once the homies didn't cover Ding Ding, she told me not once but twice, 2 days in a row, that Sugar was dirty and not to believe a word he said. Wait, that might have been after she sent this. Disregard that. Oh my god, I keep spinning. So yeah, so 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. Oh, let me. You can barely see that top part. You can kind of see it over on YouTube. Let me flip the camera so y'all can see it better. I'm gonna turn off the comments for just a second. Wait, I don't know how to turn off the comments on my side. Can someone do that? I don't know how. I don't even know if, like, settings. Comment settings. Ooh, okay. I got them. So at the very top, it says, hey, I hate to say this, but Ethel is messed up. Slurring bad. I know that voice cadence. God, I hope I'm wrong. Or it's just a one-time thing. Ding Ding will talk over her at times, I think, to cover it up some. And then I said, they've not been feeling well, so maybe it's meds. Girl, I hope so. I know certain meds will make me feel that way. And I was like, yeah, this makes me feel this way, and when it lowers my blood pressure too quickly. Then, and at the top it says, sometimes I get serotonin sickness with certain meds mixing with my mental and ADD meds, cold medication, over the counter especially. Meds mixing with my mental and ADD meds. Let me turn the comments back on. Comment settings, allow comments. So that just, so not once but twice she said it. It's just a big old mess. It's just a big old mess, and I just wanted to clear the air about things with me and create a timeline. I know I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, but this is just a big old mess. A big old honking mess. Darlene, I think they were told a lot of misinformation. I think a lot of us were told a lot of misinformation. I really do. Like with Doug, she's the one who told me that the resource center was dirty. She's the one who told me that he got arrested. So it's just a big old mess of like lie after lie after lie. And like I said, at the time, I trusted her. I trusted her. I had no reason not to trust her. So she claimed that Doug had got arrested one night, and then was taken to the hospital, and he left against their will, or left against the hospital's, like, what is it called? When they tell you not to do something? Left against the hospital's advice or something? I don't know. But it was a whole bunch of mess, whole bunch of nonsense. Yeah, AMA. Yeah, against medical advice. Thank you. Yes, this will be on YouTube. It's circled a few times. So I'm going to go ahead and download it off of here as well and post this. So this won't have the comments, but the one I'm restreaming now will. But this will have hopefully everything that I've been talking about against Mikey's advice. So I'm going to say this one last time before I get off here. If you have heard something, no, Minnie. If you had heard something or you were told something about me or anyone else from MM, please feel free to reach out to me. I will not tell your name. I will not disclose any of that. I will simply either show the proof here, or I will send you the proof so you know. You have a lot of proof of what? Of things that I've done? And you don't have to share it if you don't want to. I just want to clear up things that were said about me specifically. Okay, I was like, Kentucky, I was like, I will literally show you every text message I've ever sent. Like, and I will. I quite literally will show every text message I've ever sent to her ever. I'm just trying to clear my name. That's all. So Kentucky Queen, if she told you something specifically about me that you want to know, please feel free to reach out. You do not have to send me anything. I'm not asking for screenshots. I'm not asking for any of that. Just simply if you have a question. That's all. I will provide you with the proof. I'll provide you with the proof. Y'all trolls are killing me today. Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, I don't want to see, I'm not asking to see screenshots of what she said. If you just simply have a question, like, hey, is this true? And then I'll say yes or no, and then I'll send the proof. So, trolls. Yeah. All right, guys. I am going to get off here now. Yeah. All right, guys. Absolutely, travel. I want the truth to be out here. Like, that's all I want. The truth is the truth no matter what. And it just sucks that I'm having to do this again. Again. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Okay. This will be available immediately as soon as I get off here. I'm going to stop that and then I'm going to make it public. I'm going to download it and post it as well. So thank you all for coming in. I appreciate it. Remember, you are loved, you are worthy, and you deserve to take up space. I'm going to have the live tomorrow evening as well. I'm going to have my screenshots in order this time. I don't know what the fuck was going on with them. And I'll see you tomorrow night with more. Okay, bye.